If you run and race regularly, you will know just how much support matters. And if, like me, you're looking to train consistently and recover quickly and avoid injury, then the support you get inside your shoes is just as important as the support you get from friends and family. I first came across Enertor insoles around 4 years ago, and curious, I decided to try and put them to the test by taking an egg and dropping it from a great height onto the insole to see if it would break. Spoiler alert, it didn't, and I've been using Enertor insoles ever since. They've become a staple part of my running kit, whether I'm going for a jog on the seafront, doing a hard interval session on the track, or a multi-day ultra event. Enertor insoles are firmly established inside my Hoka Speedgoat 6 trail shoes. They're also in my Hoka Skyward X road shoes. I even have them in the shoes I use for walking around every day. Enertor was born over 20 years ago when Bente Smith, a biomechanics expert, made it her mission to help people to move without pain. After years of research with university teams and runners, including Vivian Cheriot, she came up with what was to become the Enertor PX1 technology, a shock-absorbing material that reduces impact by up to 51%. That level of impact protection is why the NHS, the British and the American military, and elite sports teams around the world have all used Enertor insoles. When you're training for any race or logging any kind of serious weekly mileage, you are always treading a fine line between building strength, fitness and endurance, but also avoiding fatigue and injury. For me, recovery is absolutely paramount. If I've just done a 100k training week or come off the back of a 20-mile long run, I want to feel like I'm able to run again the next week or the next day without feeling like I've been hit by a bus. That's why I picked up those Enertor insoles to try all those years ago, and why I still use them today. I genuinely believe that they reduce the DOMs that I feel the day or so after a long run. My legs feel fresher, my joints don't take such a pounding, and if you're running regularly, turnaround time is really important. There's also a psychological aspect, knowing I've got something in my shoes which is actively helping to protect my body, to reduce the stress on my knees, hips and ankles. I know that I'm doing everything I can to reduce injury. For me, they're not just a comfort upgrade, they are a part of my injury prevention toolkit. And Enertors are backed by clinical testing, which proves that wearing them helps with pain relief and injury prevention, especially things like plantar fasciitis, which I know many of you will have suffered from in the past. And they last a good while too, about a year for me, depending on how much racing and training I'm doing. And they're properly lightweight. You don't even notice they're in your shoes, and that's how it should be. No bulk, no weird fit issues, nothing messing with your stride. You know that they've been designed with both performance and quality in mind. If you're finding this video useful or interesting so far, then please do click the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, watch to the end of the video to find out how you can get some money off on your own pair of Enertor insoles. Now, if you're wondering what they feel like underfoot, well, it's subtle. You know it's there. The heel gives you that bit of extra protection, which I find particularly noticeable on longer road runs or steep downhill sections where the impact is higher. There's a slight drop that helps ease off the toe strain, and the arch support gives you that little bit more structure and control, which is great if you mildly pronate. But maybe the most noticeable thing is the energy return. There's this bounce. It's not springy or gimmicky, but in a way that just helps you turn over your legs more efficiently, especially when you're deep into a run and feeling tired. I'd say if you're a runner that does a lot of high impact mileage, whether that's on the roads or the trails or around the track, these are well worth giving a go. And they'll work for a neutral runner or a runner who slightly pronates, and they'll work in almost any shoe with a removable insole. I wear them in my trail shoes and my road shoes, and even in shoes I wear just to walk around every day, and have done now for over 4 years. And if you need to trim them down, they're easy to just cut down to size to fit into the shoe of your choice. You know, if you've watched this channel for any length of time, that I do not promote or work with any brands whose products I don't use or respect. And I've used Enertors for many years now, and I greatly respect the company and what they're trying to do. Try them out for yourself. If you don't like them, fair enough. But all I can say is my experience with them is nothing but positive. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you look in the description, you'll find a discount code where you can get your own pair of Enertor insoles and try them out for yourself with a little bit of money off. Thank you very much again. Take care, and I'll see you on the start line next time.